By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use keywords to figure out the process groups, knowledge areas, and the project delivery approach to pick the best action for any scenario. Plus, I'll show you how to apply these tips with real-life PMP question. Let's dive in. Let me explain how this works. When you identify keywords, you're actually figuring out several things. Process group. Is this question about initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, or closing? Knowledge area. Is the question about scope, schedule, cost, quality, communication, risk, integration, procurement, resource, or stakeholder? Project delivery approach. Is the project using agile, predictive, waterfall, or a hybrid method? Best action. What's the most appropriate next step based on the scenario? When you break the question down like this, it becomes much easier to eliminate wrong answers and choose the best one. All right, let's try an example so you can see how this works in real time. Here's the question. Sarah, a project manager, has just completed the project's scope baseline. However, a key stakeholder has raised a concern that a critical requirement may have been missed. What should Sarah do next? Options. A. Update the project plan to reflect the missing requirement. B. Discuss the concern in the next stakeholder meeting. C. Perform a change impact analysis and assess the scope baseline. D. Inform the sponsor about the stakeholder's concern. All right, let's break it down. The keywords here are scope baseline completed. This tells us the project is likely in the monitoring or executing phase. Key stakeholder concern. This tells us this question touches on stakeholder management. What should Sarah do next? This word next is critical because it's asking for the next step, not a final step. So we're probably dealing with a question in the monitoring and controlling process group, and it's related to the scope baseline. Now let's look at the options. A. Update the project plan sounds tempting, but we can't update the plan until we've confirmed if the concern is valid. B. Discuss the concern in the next stakeholder meeting. While this seems logical, it delays action on the concern, which could be critical. C. Perform a change impact analysis and assess the scope baseline. This makes sense. We need to analyze the concern before making any changes. D. Inform the sponsor. This could happen, but it's not the next immediate action. We need to perform analysis first. The correct answer is C. Perform a change impact analysis. The project manager needs to understand the impact of the concern on the project before updating any documents or involving higher stakeholders. All right, let's recap the key tips to help you ace your PMP exam. Focus on keywords. Keywords helps you understand the process group. Knowledge area. Project delivery approach. Best action to take. About process group. Is the project initiating, executing, or closing? Know the knowledge area. Keywords like risk, scope, or cost help pinpoint the topic. Identify the delivery approach. Agile, predictive, hybrid. Pick the best action. What's the next logical step based on the scenario?